looks like we're back. It does look like it, Historia. It sounds like people want us to answer more questions they gave for us. Not as many as last time, but I guess that's better than nothing. That is right. So, how is everyone this morning? I mean, over here, it is at like nearly 8 a.m. in the morning. Do we have to do another one of these? You know what happened last time when someone asked me about my nose? I don't think there's any more rude questions like that, Annie. Yeah, like, don't worry about it. I mean, if you want, I could give you my breakfast. No, I do not want your breakfast. Can we just get on with this, please? Or otherwise, I'm gonna do something completely rash. Alright. Before we start, thank you guys for liking the last video. So, when we got more questions in the comment section, we decided to do another one. Annie, isn't there something you wanted to say? Yes. So, when I went home after the video, Armin said he's willing to join us for the next one. That is, if there's any questions for him. Really? Yes. That is up to him if he wants to. But only if he gets questions. So, yeah. Aww, that is really something. I do hope you would like to come and join us. Yeah, so if you guys have any questions for Armin, please put them in the comment section. Alright, I think we should begin. Who wants to go first? I'll do it. Alright. Let's see. This question is for Ani. Alright. What is your favorite thing about being a Titan shifter? Well, excuse all the innocent ears out there, but the greatest thing about me being a Titan shifter is my terrific ass. Ani? What? It is true. Well, Annie's not wrong. I mean, did you see that booty? Especially, like, during the first scouting mission for you newbies back in those days. Well, I can't really judge because I didn't see it. Well, it's a shame because she did have a terrific booty. I think that is enough. Okay, so your best thing about being a Titan shifter was your behind. Well, yeah. I mean, if I remember, it was good. It was a good behind, but yeah, the best thing about it is my ass. I bet Armin likes to tap that Titan booty. Ymir, please. I think that's enough for that question. That is a shame. But yeah, you do have a good Titan booty in that form. I said that is enough. Alright then. Annie, did you want to ask the next one? This one is for you, Hanji. Alright. What is your biggest fear? Well, I have to say for my biggest fear, it would have to be spiders. Oh yeah, spiders. Because I remember when I was doing an experiment in my lab, I saw a huge spider right in the corner of my lab. It was hanging on the ceiling. And I swear that I screamed the whole HQ down that morning. So, what time were we talking that morning? That would have to be probably about 5:30 in the morning. Damn. Then what happened? Well, when I screamed, it was like, I guess you could say it kind of sounded like a velociraptor. Oh my god. So, you practically woke up the entire building with your velociraptor scream. Well, yeah! The spider was huge! So, who got it out for you? Oh, you won't believe who got it out for me. That would be Commander Eyebrows. Because he knows about my fear of spiders. So when he hears my dinosaur scream, he actually comes to my rescue. So, how big of a spider are we talking? I guess you could say it was about the size of my palm. But it wasn't venomous, thank goodness. But yeah, my biggest fear is spiders. Huh, that's a very interesting fear. But other than that, alright. I'll ask the next question. Here is one for Sasha. Oh, okay. What makes you laugh the most? I guess the only times I tend to laugh a lot is when I'm with Connie. Me and him are like twins. We're like brother and sister. That is right. I mean, you two during those days, you get on really good. I know. I mean, whenever I was hungry, he'd always give me extra food. Is that food you always think about? Of course it is, Ani. Food is life. It is delicious. End of. But yeah, Connie makes me laugh the most. Mainly like all the stuff and the jokes he come out with. If I remember correctly, you two tend to goof off during training. It was only for fun. Don't you understand the word fun? I bet Ani does. Just because she's with Armin. Ymir, please, me and him are not like that. Of course you're not. Of course you're not. I mean, why else would he be here for the next one if he gets questions asked for him? Because he wants to. He just wants to know what it is like to be asked questions by the fans. Oh, that is adorable. But I do hope he comes to the next one. Yeah, I mean, I do miss hanging out with Armin. So, to answer the question, Sasha, Connie makes you laugh the most. Yes. Alright then. Did you want to ask the next one? Here is a question for Ymir and Historia. Oh, okay. If you had one superpower, what would it be and why? Well, if I had a superpower and I could use it to save Historia, I mean, I guess my superpower would be the power of, it'll have to be super speed, I guess. Really? Well, yeah, if you were in trouble or if you're in some kind of like sticky situation, I could get there fast enough and save you. Aww, that is really sweet, Ymir. Well, if I had a superpower, I guess mine would have to be the power of probably electricity? Really? Well, if you think about it, Paradise is still stuck in the medieval times, while like all of the other countries, including Marley, have like electricity and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, mine would be the power of electricity, so I can help like have people in their rooms like light up, including the streets, so we can get rid of the candles. Oh, that is something. That was a good answer. Very good. Okay, here is a question from Mikasa. Okay? Alright, I'll ask this one. If you had to describe yourself as an animal, what would you be and why? If I were to describe myself as an animal, I guess it would have to be a wolf. Oh, that is a good animal. Yeah. So, why a wolf? Mainly because with wolves, they like to move around in pack members. And they also hunt. They are very good hunters. That is correct. You did look like a wolf when you were helping Erin all the time. Well, the thing is, especially mother wolves, they tend to look out for their young. So, I guess with me, it would have to be a wolf. Mainly because they're good hunters, like I am with titans, and also look out for their pack members. Oh, yeah, that's what they do in the wild, isn't it? I mean, obviously, you have the mother wolf that will look after the pups, and then you have the alpha male, and obviously, they look out for the pack, especially the little babies. Yeah, I guess you can describe yourself as a wolf, Mikasa. Well, that's what I describe myself as. Alright, I think that is that for the separate questions, which was handy because there was one for each of us. Now we're here for the everyone's questions. Oh, okay. So, Mikasa, you can ask one first. Okay, out of all elements, which one is your favorite? Oh, I guess my favorite element would have to be water. Sasha? For my favorite element, that would have to be probably earth. Like to use special earth moves, especially trying to make the flowers grow. That's a good one. If I had an element, I guess mine would have to be fire. Honey? Ice. No doubt about it. Has to be ice. Historia? Well, obviously I told an element, so for my superpower, so I'm gonna say the same thing, which will be electricity. Ymir? Wind. No doubt about it. Has to be wind. Alright. Now, I'll ask the next one. What is another thing that can bring you happiness or joy in your life? I'll answer this one first. And you can't pick Aaron. Fine. If I had to bring happiness or joy, I guess that would have to be. I mean, you said I can't pick Aaron. No, you can't. You pick Aaron for everything. Oh, fine. I guess that will just be picking flowers, I guess. Really? Well, back when I was staying with my mom before she got murdered, I used to help her with her garden a lot. Really now? Yeah, every so often I'll go and pick her flowers and stuff. She likes flowers. That's one of the main things I remember about her. Aww, that's really sweet. What about you, Sasha? And you can't pick food. But that's the only thing that can bring me happiness. Just pick something other than food. Oh, I guess that would have to be, Niccolo. Really? Yeah, he made a lot of good foods. Oh, I mean, all of his food was so delicious. And me and him did speak a lot when he was on Paradise. I do miss him. So yeah, Niccolo brings me happiness. Oh, that's really cute. What about you, Ani? Well, I know what you're gonna tell me. That I can't pick Armin. No, you can't. Even though he does, but you gotta pick something else. I guess another thing that brings me happiness probably has to be like my favorite dessert. Really? Is it almond? No. As everyone knows, I do like a lot of sweet stuff, and mine will have to be my favorite dessert. And what is your favorite dessert? Well, my favorite dessert is actually red velvet cake. Oh, that is a marley and candy cake, isn't it? Yeah, that's where it originally came from. But yeah, another thing that brings me happiness is red velvet cake. What about you, Historia? And you can't pick each other. God damn it! Well, we kind of got the pattern when Hanji said it. So, another thing that can bring me happiness would probably have to be my baby. Really now? Yeah. Yeah, it'll have to be my daughter, I guess. My little baby. So, you're with the farmer then? Well, yeah. I mean, that's where I'm originally staying. But my main thing that brings me happiness is my child. That is something, I guess. Yeah, that really is. Yeah, my kid can bring me happiness. Ymir? Well, sadly that I can't pick you under unfortunate standards. Oh, be quiet! Be quiet! You can't pick Historia for everything. Oh, fine. If I were to pick happiness or joy for my life, I guess that will probably have to be like trying not to kill anything. How does that work? Oh, trying not to kill humans. I mean, I did kind of eat Marcel, that boy who was always with Berto, and you, Ani. That will haunt me for the rest of my life. We witnessed that. I know. Don't you think I don't know that? Okay then. So, Hanji, what? Did we do you? I don't think so. What would bring you happiness then? Oh, well, for me to bring happiness and joy into my life, that would probably have to be getting drunk. Getting drunk? Well, why would you think that? Oh, that was so I could steal Levi's wine. He has the expensive stuff. It is so delicious. Yeah, and then look what happened. What do you mean? You don't remember? Remember what? If I remember correctly, this was going around all of HQ, by the way. What? That you and Listener were playing strip poker that night, and then Armin came to look for you, and you had your breasts out. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, Listener told me the next morning when I had that hangover. I do apologize for that. I do. I didn't know he was going to come in that night. Well, now you do. So, wine brings you happiness and joy into your life. It is nice to unwind, okay? I try not to get that drunk. Well, you did. And you scarred Armin for life. Yeah, like thanks to you, Armin is now afraid of boobs. You mean he never goes for yours? No. I have to keep my shirt on now. Oh, ho, ho. So you and Armin get up to stuff, huh? Ymir, try not to embarrass her like that. I think we better move on to the next question before it gets too sexual in here. Sasha's right. Now, I think we only have 3 questions left. Who wants to ask this one? I'll do it. Go for it then, Annie. Go for it. What is something you do to relieve stress? Well, if I were to relieve stress, that would probably have to be to read one of my books. Your science books. Yeah, my science books. That's one of the main things that helps me relieve stress. Besides, like doing titan shifting, like testings and stuff. What about you, Sasha? Well, something to relieve stress. I guess what I do is to do hunting since I come from a family of hunters. That sounds like you. I mean, do you remember when you got that boar when you and like Jean were doing like a cooking competition? Yeah, I remember that. You were really good at that, by the way. Thank you. But yeah, hunting will have to be my best way to relieve stress. What about you, Mikasa? Um, I guess my way to relieve stress is normally training. I mean, if I'm like angry or whatever, I tend to do like a little training down in my room. Huh. Alright then. What about you then, Annie? If I were to relieve stress, I normally take my anger or stress out on I mean, back in those days, I used to take it out on Raina and Berto, especially if they did something completely stupid and I would get angry. So I would usually probably punch Raina in the face and probably kick Berto in the gut. I guess that is one way to look at it. What about you, Historia? Um, to relieve stress, I guess mine will have to be baking. Wait, you bake? I make a lot of pies and pastries, especially cakes. So, Annie, if you want to come round to my place, I could probably bake you something. That'll be sweet of you. Thank you. Ymir, what's the best way for you to relieve stress? Well, I guess for me, to relieve my kind of stress, that would probably have to go swimming in the local pond. Wait, but isn't the pond filthy? I don't care if it's filthy. I just like to go in and cool off somewhere. So I'll just go and sit by the river or go for a swim to cool off. Well, I guess that's one way to do it, I guess. Okay, who wants to ask this one? I'll do this one. Alright, baby, go for it. What is your favorite color? I guess my favorite color would have to be pink. Ymir? Purple, no doubt about it. It is purple. Sasha? Yellow, because they remind me of potatoes. Oh, why am I not surprised? Mikasa? Red, just like the color of my scarf and blood. Well, you are a Titan killing machine, just like the short stack. What about you, Ani? Your favorite color? Well, my color will have to be blue. Just like Armin's eyes. That is adorable. That and the ocean color blue. What about you then, Hanji? Mint green. No doubt about it. I love the color mint green, but I hate the other colors of green. Alright. I think we're down to the... is that... oh, okay, we have one more question. Who's going to answer this one? I'll do this one. Alright. The question is, what is your biggest regret in life? Oh, biggest regrets. Who wants to answer this one? I'll do mine first. I guess my biggest regret in life would have to be biggest regret. This is a hard one. I have so many regrets in my life. Well, just pick something. Um, I guess my biggest regret in life was showing arm in my boobs. Oh, it's a shame I wasn't there to see that. Good. I'm glad you weren't there to see that. I mean, Hanji, you were on the floor, completely drunk, with no shirt on. Well, that is my biggest regret. Like showing arm in my boobs. I'll try not to do that ever again. I'll make sure to lock the door next time. Well, make sure you do, because that was not nice. Oh, fine, fine. What about you, Sasha? What was your biggest regret? I may have said this a good few hundred times, but I guess my biggest regret, besides fighting Jean, I guess that would have to be saving Kaya's mom. Oh, yeah. I mean, you went and saved that little girl, but you couldn't save her mom in time. That was difficult. I mean, yeah, I managed to get Kaya out of there, but I had to leave her mom behind. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you managed to save her. But it is real sad that you had to leave her mom. Well, as far as I know, I think she died from natural causes, especially like from the blood loss when that Titan was slowly devouring her slowly. But I think she probably died after I managed to get the Titan out of her house. I guess that is pretty sad. What about you, Mikasa? What is your biggest regret? I guess my biggest regret was not telling Eren how I felt sooner. Even though you made it so blankly obvious from the beginning. He just didn't see me that way. Not back then, at least. I don't know why, but it is how it is. Yeah, I guess that's true, but I guess my biggest regret was probably on that scouting mission. Like destroying all of the scouts and everything else, but I had no choice. But staying in that crystal for that long, it was kind of lonely, but it was only Armin and Hitch that would come and see me. No one else would. But yeah, that was me. Historia? Well, for my biggest regret, I guess that would probably have to be probably when I broke my dad's back. I mean, I didn't mean to snap it like that, but jeez, I've never broke someone's back before. It was so sickening. But it is what it is. It's over. My dad's gone. But yeah, that was that. What about you, Ymir? Well, I guess my biggest regret was not marrying you. Ymir, it is true. I mean, I promise I said I'll marry you. But I never got the chance to do that because I went over to Marley and handed myself over. Well, I guess that's that. And I think that's all of the questions. Does anyone want to ask anything to our beautiful people out there? Just a reminder, if we get any questions for the next one, Armin said he is more than willing to join us. So please ask us anything. But that's going to depend if the rest of the girls will join us. If not, it would just be me and Armin. Well, I think it's going to have to be because I have things to do for the next one. Yeah, and I actually have plans to go to the all-you-can-eat buffet. I guess, for me, I have another date with Lister. Don't know when, but it is coming. You're more than welcome to join us, Ani and Armin. Oh, well, yeah, we will join you for the next one. Just name us a time and date and we'll be there. I guess probably we'll go next week. All right, it's a date, a double date. Well, as for me and Ymir, we're going on a date ourselves. Yeah, so we won't be here for the next one. So I guess it's just you, Annie, along with your little boyfriend. That is fine. So remember, guys, just me and Armin to the next one because everyone else is busy. So please put your comments that is relation to us or us alone. So we'll see you guys there. Alright, so remember, ask Annie or Armin questions only because the rest of us won't be here. So other than that, bye bye, my little babies.